Welcome. Thank you everyone for being here today. My name is Chelsea Neblett and I serve as the Chief of Housing Solutions and Supportive Services for the City of Detroit Housing and Revitalization Department. It is an honor to be here with everyone today. In 2017, the city launched a small pilot program called Make It Home. It was an innovative, affordable homeownership program dedicated to fighting property tax foreclosure by helping Detroiters secure homes that they live in. Today, we celebrate its 9th year. Yes, round of applause. The first year, we had 70 households that participated in the program, and today we are just over 1,700. 1,700 of our neighbors that retained or gained home ownership by participating in the program. It's a tremendous accomplishment. Make It Home is an important tool in the tax foreclosure prevention fight. It's the last resource for owners and one of the only resources for tenants that are occupying foreclosed properties. The program not only stabilizes individual households, but entire neighborhoods. It elevates existing residents to homeownership at a low cost and large scale. Affordable housing and homeownership is a top priority for the Housing and Revitalization Department, this administration, and City Council. Since 2017, Make It Home has gained tremendous support, and the program has touched every corner of the city and impacted thousands of residents. The program would not be possible without leadership that has a strong vision and commitment to Detroiters. I want to thank the mayor as well as City Council for the support for the program, and it's now my honor to bring up City Council President Pro Tem James Tate.
Good afternoon, everyone, or good morning, wherever we are in this scale of things. Thank you all for being here. This is a great opportunity for us to talk about a program that doesn't always get the ballyhoo, if you will, that it should. You know, a lot of folks are saying that not much is going on in the city of Detroit, depending on who you talk to. And there is a lot of things that are happening that may not be as loud. And that's why it's important to have this press conference today where we are explaining and expressing the benefits of the Make It Home program. 1,700 families have been allowed to stay in their homes. We're not talking about people, 1,700 families. And so when you talk about the impact of being able to stay in your home and housing stability for that child who is now able to relieve themselves of at least one challenge in their lives, that parent who's able to relieve themselves of one challenge as they try to take care of the rest of their family and keep the house going, keep the household moving. This is shows you the impact that all of the partners in this particular initiative have put forward. It is not easy and it is not cheap. It is not inexpensive. So thank you to all of our partners, Rocket Community Fund, UCHC, thank you so much for your efforts. Of course, my colleagues in the city of Detroit for pulling everyone together as well, and all of the community members who have gone out and spread the word. It is critical, it is imperative that we do all we can to ensure that we identify the pathway for home ownership. Many of these families who find themselves utilizing this program, it's not their fault. They've been paying landlords for years, and unfortunately, the landlords weren't doing what they were supposed to do. Now, this is not an indictment on all landlords, because there's some very, very, very good ones. But when you have those who are not doing what they need to do and endangering the lives of our residents, we as a city have to take the next step. And we're doing that with lawsuits with those who are unscrupulous, but we also have to make sure that while we're doing the litigation portion, that we're also making sure that we're keeping people, doing everything we can to keep them in their homes. So this is a phenomenal program. Again, 1,700 families that have been able to stay in their homes. And from what I'm hearing, that includes the newest tranche of about 170 homes, right? These are families. So this is a great day, great opportunity. I'm looking forward to the continuation as we move forward down the road of keeping families in their homes. Thank you so much.
We could not do this program without the program administrator, United Community Housing Coalition. I want to thank you for your tireless work and assistance of residents during stressful times with care and compassion. I would like to bring up to speak on behalf of United Community Housing Coalition, Katura, who is the Director of Tax Foreclosure Prevention.
Thank you, Chelsea. For over 50 years, UCHC has stayed true to its mission of helping low-income residents remain in their homes and strengthen the communities that make Detroit so special. I'm incredibly proud to say that through the Make It Home program, that mission continues to come to life every single day. Homeownership changes lives. It creates stability, it strengthens neighborhoods, it gives families a lasting place to build memories and truly feel at home. Behind every home in the Make It Home program is a story of determination, hope, and community. For more than 1,700 families, they have not only kept a roof over their heads, but built the foundation for their future. Through their hard work and commitment, they've created stable households where children can attend the same schools year after year, parents are able to maintain steady employment, and neighbors can stay connected to the communities that they love. Their dedication is what makes this program so special and powerful, because when families put down roots, the entire community benefits and becomes stronger. Make It Home is only possible through the incredible partnerships and support that we receive from the community. This program truly represents what's possible when nonprofits, government, philanthropy, and everyone can come together with a shared commitment to serve our residents. The program would not be possible without the collaboration and trust between the City of Detroit, Rocket Community Fund, the Wayne County Treasurer's Office, numerous nonprofits across the entire city, and a collective effort between all staff through multiple departments at UCHC. Each partner plays a vital role, from policy to funding to on-the-ground outreach, working together to make sure that Detroit families have the chance to remain in their homes in the neighborhoods that they love. This collaboration is a powerful example of how when we align resources and compassion, we can change lives. It is because of this shared effort that we can turn compassion into action and help Detroit families move from housing insecurity to lasting ownership. At UCHC, we truly believe that low-income homeownership is possible. Through Make It Home, we are able to provide 0% interest loans to support that homeownership and make it truly attainable to our residents. Because of our generous donors and also past program participants who support our program year after year, we are able to make sure that homeowners who want to be, or participants who want to become homeowners can have that opportunity regardless of their income, regardless of their credit score, their savings, or even their type of employment. Unlike many home purchase programs, our program participants get to attain their home without credit checks or hefty down payments, making that dream of homeownership attainable and a reality for hundreds of Detroit families. Our loan program would not be possible without the ongoing partnership and generosity of Rocket Community Fund, who has supported the Make It Home program year after year. Their dedication and commitment to this program has helped numerous families fund their home purchase. So with that, it's my pleasure to bring up Beth Source. She's the Senior Director of Housing and Stability at Rocket Community Fund.
Good morning. Thank you all for coming out on a blustery day, but it's warm and it's exciting in here. As Katura said, I'm Beth Source. I'm the Senior Director of Housing Stability at the Rocket Community Fund. At the Rocket Community Fund, our mission is to simplify complex and inequitable systems so that every American has access to stable, healthy housing. We know that housing stability is the foundation for a more prosperous life. Our approach is really grounded in partnership, data, and innovation. So we work to understand what barriers Detroiters face, we use data to measure impact, and then we form partnerships like those with the City of Detroit and with UCHC to develop solutions that make a lasting difference, and Make It Home is really one of those solutions. So you've already heard it. This is a program where tenants living in tax foreclosed homes have the opportunity to become homeowners, often for the first time. Launched in 2017, again, more than 1,700 Detroiters have been able to purchase their home, avoid displacement, and build stability right where they live. So as Katura said, I think we agree at the Rocket Community Fund that homeownership is one of the most effective ways to build generational wealth. It creates pride, it allows families to put down roots, it strengthens neighborhoods. And I think what we've proven through the Make It Home program is that when you flip an inequitable system on its head, when you give residents the chance to purchase their homes first, not speculators, entire communities benefit. Through the Make It Home program, we also stayed really close to the homeowners. So one of the things that we learned was that home repair after purchasing was one of the biggest barriers that homeowners were facing in their stability. So in 2019, the Rocket Community Fund funded the Make It Home repair program. Since then, we have invested more than $4.4 million to help Make It Home families do those critical repairs, things like roofs, things like plumbing, things like furnaces. And that really shows that homeownership isn't just possible, but it's sustainable. And so this year, we're really proud to commit another $1.1 million to the program to help nearly 170 Detroiters achieve that dream of homeownership. And as Katura said, I think we also really agree, you can see the overlap here, that I think Make It Home for me really represents the best of what is possible when philanthropy and government and community partners and most importantly residents come together to do this really incredible work. We can see what it looks like to build systems that benefit people and not work against them. And so I want to say thanks to the City of Detroit, thank you to UCHC, thank you to all the community partners, and especially to the residents who have taken a chance on this whole big scheme that was dreamed up of Make It Home. And together, we are working to keep families not only in their homes, but we're creating opportunities for people to invest in their homes, to invest in their neighborhoods, and to invest in the City of Detroit. So thank you all so much. Oh, yes, thank you all very much. Yeah. Thank you. And I'm going to turn the mic over to our partner, Cecilia.
Hello, and a little shorter than everyone else. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate the 2025 Make It Home cohort. My name is Cecilia Olvera, and I serve as the Property Tax Foreclosure Prevention Manager in the Housing and Revitalization Department at the City of Detroit. I want to start by extending my deepest gratitude to everyone who made today possible. The city works collaboratively across a large group of community stakeholders to prevent foreclosure or displacement. Together, we continue to focus on improving processes, removing barriers, and making housing services more accessible to those in need. I'm proud to share that in addition to managing the Make It Home program, HRD coordinates efforts that connect residents to foreclosure prevention resources through the targeted door-to-door canvassing initiatives. Outreach partners such as Detroit People's Community and Wayne Metro go door-to-door year-round to ensure that residents at risk of foreclosure are connected to Detroit Housing Resources Helpline to access resources and events like our 10 Healthy Homes events that we co-hosted with our larger partner network this year. These events are geared toward lowering property tax foreclosures through the City of Detroit. This summer alone, Detroit People's Community knocked on over 7,000 doors to ensure that residents in foreclosed properties were able to access the resource of Make It Home. Finally, I want to extend my thanks to our most important guests today, which are Shanice Harris and Daryl Thompson. Shanice Harris, who was a tenant member of this year's cohort, and Daryl Thompson, who was a member of the 2018 cohort and was able to purchase his home that he grew up in and receive continued support from our community partners. Thank you all for taking time out of your day to share your stories with us. They represent similar stories of all Make It Home participants. The city is filled with resilient people, and you all are certainly part of this story. I want to sincerely congratulate you on becoming homeowners. And with that, I'll turn it over to our resident speakers to share their journeys about how Make It Home impacted them and their families. Oh, yeah.
You want to go ahead? You can kind of, when you're asked to do something like that, you can kind of, like this, you can kind of go over it in your head millions of times, and you'll never get it right. I wrote down some stuff, you know, a big speech I was going to make, left it at home, and come up with another engagement. So I got to go off the top of my head. And I know Couture and, you know, the people at Rocket. I coach basketball. And I've coached over 10,000 kids in the last 40 years. And 450 on scholarship, D1 or D2 scholarships. And I'm still doing it. I did the Reggie McKenzie Foundation. One of my players, He's a starting point guard for the Milwaukee Bucks. I did his camp. I do a lot of stuff in the community. I just try to completely help in the community, and I needed help. My mother, she passed away in 2017. She had brain cancer, and she wasn't functioning correctly, because every time I asked her something, "Would your taxes paid?" She said, "Yeah." Next thing I know, she's $24,000 behind her taxes because she had brain cancer. She didn't know what she was doing. So I had my own house on Prevost. So when she passed, the house I was raised up in, I wanted to save that house, and I decided, to try to get those taxes paid. So I reached out to UCAC, and they were a godsend. And I know that one of the donators is Rocket Mortgage, Dan Gilbert. His son came to some of my practices, his son Grant, and I know Dan very well, very well. He knows my son Derek, who played for Eastern Michigan, very well. He knew my other son Dorian very well. My other son, Dion, he got killed 2 years ago. He got shot 18 times for a pair of glasses. Just going to the store to get a pop. So I'm still kind of going through it about that, his mother, which we haven't been together since he was a child, since he was real young, she lives in Harper Woods. She can't get any help because she lives in Harper Woods. She needs a furnace. She's in a house she's very sickly. She needs a furnace. She needs help with her taxes. Her taxes are way behind. She can't get any help because she lives in Harper Woods. And I would like to reach out to someone if they can help her out and let me know after this conference. But the job that UCAC did for me, I cannot tell you how much it helped, because they saved my mother's house. I had to, the taxes were $24,000. I had to pay like $9,500. They gave me 2 years to pay it, paid it off, and then they did repairs on my house. I got a furnace, a roof on the house, and a few more things, and I'm just so happy and so proud of UCAC, the job they're doing. They're still reaching out to me because I still need repairs, of course, but, I don't know how to thank them. I don't know how to thank the city of Detroit. I don't know how to thank Mayor. I don't know how to thank the Congressman, Mr. Tate, because I know him, but not great, but I know him. And I just don't know how to thank these people. I guess I had a kid, and I want to tell this quick story. I don't know if he wants me to tell his name, but I'm going to tell his name. Rocket Watts. He played for me since he was 4 years old. When he was 10, 11 years old, I kept saying, Rocket, why are your eyes so red? Your eyes so red. Pick him up, got a car full of kids. He kept saying, "Coach, I got allergies." So I said, I'm going to drop him off first one day. And I said, and then the rest of the kids tell me what's wrong with them. So dropped him off first. This is a 10-year-old kid, 10 or 11. And the other kids said, "Coach, don't believe that." They say Rocket is smoking weed, and he's the leader of the Taylor Street gang. 10 years old. So I said, okay. I went to his school, Stewart Middle School, and I checked his grades. He's an 0.0 student for 2 years. I said, "Why are you passing him through?" They said, "Well, no child left behind." I said, "You're leaving him behind by passing him." So we went to nationals that year. We were defending national champions. And you go to Orlando for a week and a half to go to the World Championships for that age group. And I told him he couldn't play. He cried and cried and cried, and he called me every name in the book down there. I said, "You're going to thank me one day." So when we got back to Detroit, we talked. I kept picking him up. I started tutoring him, mentoring him, tutoring him, getting tutors for him. When he graduated high school, he was a 3.2 student, and he was the number 8 player in the country. He was the number 8 player in the country, ranked number 8 out of thousands and thousands of kids. He ranked number 8. He went to Michigan State. He signed with Michigan State. Then he went to Mississippi State, and he finished up at Oakland University. But, those are the kind of things that even UCAC, not directly but indirectly, helps out in the community with. And we gotta they shouldn't be knocking on people's doors asking for help. The people should be coming to them for help. What do you got to knock on somebody's door? You trying to help them. Come to UCAC or one of these organizations, get help, and they will help you. They put a roof on my house, a new roof. And they did to so many other people. You know, a lady down the street, she got a new roof. And there, she told me she went through UCAC. So, I mean, you know, we ought to have a statue with some of these people in front of the Ford Field for some of these people, because these people do more than most in the community. I mean, I've coached over 10,000 kids and 450 on scholarships. I tutored them, mentoring, take them out of town. I do a White House tour every year, except when Trump was in office. But I stop. but guess who my youngest son works for? He works at the Department of Energy. He's one of the big shots, 25 years old. So, you know, my other son plays in China. So I know I'm on a time limit. So like a funeral, you know, 2 minutes. All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good afternoon. Is it afternoon? Well, good afternoon. I'm Shanice. So, I moved into my home in 2020. It was my first time moving into a home on my own, moving out my mom's house. So I was excited for that, to be on my own, into my house with my first child. I moved into the home. Everything was going good with the home. Landlord was going good. I made friends with the neighbors. The block is wonderful. I was really excited to be on my own and into my own home. Couple of months down the line, well, not even months, I'm gonna say years down the line, my landlord wife passed away. So I kind of feel like that kind of put him in a situation where he wasn't in the right of mind to finish being the landlord to the home. So he just went wherever he went. I'm gonna say that. So I started getting papers in the mail. And I never left the home because I was just like, this is my first home, and I wasn't going to give up on the home. I'm like, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to figure it out. And that's what I did. So I got papers in the mail. I started calling the papers. I started going downtown, trying to figure out what I can do to make the home mine. I got in touch with some people. Told them my story about how long I was in the home and that I don't want to leave the home, and I don't mind making the home mine. I have put a lot of money into the home. I've been there for a minute, and I'm building a home with my family, and I want to keep it, and I want to stay. Okay. I got M in touch. I talked to him. He ended up getting in touch with a lady named Deb. He got back in contact with me. He gave me the lady information. I called her. I reached out to her. She gave me told me it was 3 days left to get into the Make It Home program. She told me everything that I needed to bring, and I went from there. I got everything that I needed to get, all the paperwork she asked me for, and I made it to the program. I got in, and I've just been thankful for that ever since that I was able to get into the program the way I got into the program, because I thought it was almost over. You know, I thought it was going to be over, what I'm going to do, where I'm going to go, but look what happened, and I'm thankful to be in the program, and I'm thankful to be making the house mine, and to do something. I got some plans for it, you know what I'm saying? I want to do some things with it, and I'm thankful, and I wanted to let other people know, don't give up. If it's your home and you getting paper in the mail saying the taxes is this, or you losing your home, call, figure out, and just never give up, because it's a way. And that's what I did, and I made a way, and I got here, and I'm here now. And I'm thankful to be here, and I'm thankful to be able to call something mine, you know? So that's my story, and that's it.
Thank you to both of our residents for sharing their impactful story. Stabilizing you in your homes has had a tremendous ripple effect in the community. Again, thank you to our partners, United Community Housing Coalition, Rocket Community Fund, the People's Community, Wayne Metro for answering the Detroit Housing Resource Helpline. Thank you for all of the support, and we look forward to Make It Home in 2016. Thank you.